Hello students, welcome to Affairscloud. My name is Vikas. So friends, we have an application by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through the Play Store. And once you have downloaded, you can log in with your Gmail ID. And why I am suggesting you this application, because this is the one-stop solution for all the current affairs. This is the best of the best application and the platform where you can enhance your learning through help. Here you will be provided with multiple courses. Here you will be provided with multiple options of quizzes, and even you will be provided current affairs on daily basis. PDFs and quizzes will be provided to you on daily basis, both in Hindi as well as English. Here you will be provided current affairs with weekly basis and monthly basis also. Here remember, once you have done watching our video, then you can log in through this application, take out the PDF, read that PDF and go through the quizzes. That will enhance your preparation. Same you have to do for weekly and same you have to do for the monthly also. In monthly you will be provided with the top 100 important questions PDF and video also, that will enhance your learning, and it will be a very beneficial and important video for the revision perspective. And not just this friends, apart from this we also provide you banking and economic questions. We provide you state current affairs such as of Uttarakhand, UP, Tripura, Telangana and many more. Not just this, apart from this we also provide you topic wise current affairs, and the topics that we are providing you are really important. These topics are such as national affairs, international affairs, important days, sports, defense, science and technology, apps and web portals, obituary. These are the important topics that are being asked in various exams across India. So these are the topics that are must and should be covered and will be beneficial for the preparation of the students. So friends, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs of 10th of October. The session will be quite interesting, so do pay attention till the end. Let's start. First we are talking about Swalamban. Swalamban is a seminar. This is the second edition of the seminar that was recently held in New Delhi, right? And it is a NIIO seminar that was held in New Delhi. What is NIIO? NIIO stands for Indian Navy's Naval Innovation and Indigenization Organization. I repeat, Indian Navy's Naval Innovation and Indigenization Organization Navy seminar, that is NIIO seminar. This was held in New Delhi. This was a 2-day long seminar that was held from 4th and 5th of October, correct? And this was held by Indian Navy, we can say, right? Naval Indian Navy, right? That is Indian Navy's Naval Innovation and Indigenization Organization held this seminar. Then apart from this, remember, this was a 2-day long seminar, and here only this is also known as Swalamban 2.0 because it is the second edition. And during this seminar, 5th PIL, that is 5th Positive Indigenization List of the Department of Military Affairs was released, that comprises of 98 items, correct? I repeat, 5th PIL was also released during this seminar and it contains 98 items. Then apart from this, if I ask you where was the first ever edition, as this is the second edition of Swalamban seminar, where was the first, where and when was the, or tell me when was the, in which year was the first ever edition of the Swalamban was held? Swalamban seminar of NIIO seminar. Where was this NIIO seminar's first edition held? It was held in July in 2022. And now in October 2023, we observed the second edition of this NIIO seminar Swalamban 2.0. Correct? So 2 things you need to remember here. Next, remember, India and UAE, they have signed 7 MOUs, right? 7 memorandum of understanding were signed in 7 areas, correct, between India and UAE, correct? And it was during the 11th edition of the India and UAE high-level joint task force on investment, right? It was a 7th edition of the it was the 11th edition of the India UAE high-level joint task force that was on investment. And in this we will be seeing investment in various areas, right? In various other departments such as your renewable energy, supply chain, healthcare, space, artificial intelligence, development of various industries, correct? In these sectors we will be seeing these various MOUs that were signed between these two organizations or these two countries. Then NIPL and AEP, they have entered into an agreement to implement the DCS in UAE. What is this NIPL and AEP? See, first of all, NIPL is your National Payment Corporation of India, International Payment Limited, and AEP is your Al Ittihad Payment. So basically, in order to increase the payment and basically make the UPI seamless and become more easy for the people to use UPI in UAE, these two organizations entered into an agreement, right? And what is NIPL? We just saw NPCI. And NIPL is your NPCI International Payments Limited, that is your NIPL, correct? And here AEP is your Al Ittihad Payments. So they entered into a pact to implement the DCS, that is your domestic card scheme in UAE, and this partnership between these two, this will revolutionize the e-commerce digital payments in UAE, and also here we will be seeing increased usage of UPI in UAE. Correct. So two things here also, that it was the 11th edition of India and UAE high level joint task force on investment, and here only India and UAE signed 7 MOUs on various areas. We just saw that it can be it is your energy, it is artificial intelligence, then industry, then space systems, health and science, renewable energy, and supply chain. Next is ARIA and IIT Guwahati. They recently signed an MOU to set up Digital Twin Center for Emerging Automotive Systems. What is ARIA? It is your Automotive Research Association of India. I repeat, Automotive Research Association of India. They have recently signed an MOU with IIT? With IIT Guwahati, that is in Assam. Correct. And it is for establishing a Common Engineering Facility Center, that is CEFC, that has been titled as Digital Twin Center for Emerging Automotive System. So the main name here is to set up a CEFC, that is a Common Engineering Facility Center. This Common Engineering Facility Center was titled as Digital Twin Center for Emerging Automotive System, and this was done in between which two organizations, ARIA and IIT Guwahati. This CEFC was established under the Capital Goods Scheme Phase 2 of the Ministry of Heavy Industries by ARIA in collaboration with industry partner Mycelio Mobility Private Limited. Next, Smart Udyog Bharat 4.0. This is an Industry 4.0 initiative of the Ministry of Heavy Industries and Public Enterprise. And this Smart Udyog Bharat 4.0 is to facilitate and create an ecosystem for the propagation of an Industry 4.0 set of technologies in every Indian manufacturing by 2025. Correct. So these two things are also important. Mark this. Smart Udyog and then a Common Engineering Facility Center that will be set up, and it was titled Digital Twin Center for Emerging Automotive System, and this was between ARIA, and MOU was signed between ARIA and IIT Guwahati. If we are talking about ARIA, who is the chairman and managing director here? Dr. Reji Mathai. Headquarters is in Pune, Maharashtra, and it was established in 1966, and ARIA stands for Automotive Research Association of India. Next is Ministry of Culture has organized a curtain raiser and a logo launch event for IAADB. I repeat, recently it is Ministry of Culture. They have organized a curtain raiser event for the inaugural India Art Agriculture Design Biennale. I repeat, they have launched this event for India Art Architecture Design Biennale, right? And it was at the National Gallery of Modern Art in New Delhi. Where was this curtain raiser? It was at the National Gallery of Modern Art in New Delhi. Here the logo biennale was launched during the event, and the main aim of this biennale is to bring traditional grassroots artists and contemporary designers, creators, architects to the forefront, right? And this event IAADB is set to be held from 9th to 15th of December in 2023, and it will be at Red Fort. Correct. Then as we just saw, what is the main aim here of this biennale? It is to bring traditional artists, contemporary designers, curators, architects to forefront. Also, this biennale aligns with the vision of Prime Minister and will mark the launch of the Development of Cultural Spaces project at Red Fort. The event will also feature exhibitions and panel discussions that are curated by experts and will focus on themes like doors, gardens, temperature, temple architecture, modern art, etc. Correct? So it was Ministry of Culture that have organized this curtain raiser, and also a logo was also launched during an event for IAADB, and this IAADB is your India Architecture Design Biennale. Next is we are discussing highlights of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He recently visited to Rajasthan, and he also visited to Madhya Pradesh recently. So let's talk about his visit to Rajasthan first. He laid the foundation stone for a trauma center and 7 critical care blocks in AIIMS in Jodhpur. So mark this. Next, he laid the foundation stone for a new terminal building at Jodhpur airport with a total cost of 480 crore rupees. Then he dedicated IIT Jodhpur campus and infrastructure upgrades to the Central University of Rajasthan at a cost of more than 1135 crore rupees. Prime Minister laid the foundation stone for multiple road development projects at cumulative cost of about 1475 crore rupees. Also remember, he also inaugurated a doubling of 145 kilometer long rain trail right in the Dengana Raika Bagh rail line. Next, if we talk about his visit to Madhya Pradesh, he laid the foundation for Jal Jeevan Mission projects in multiple districts and dedicated one in Sioni at a cost of 2,350 crore rupees. PM Modi inaugurated projects worth more than 4,800 crore rupees for improving the road infrastructure in Madhya Pradesh, and he also dedicated rail projects worth more than 1,850 crore rupees. Correct? So mark this also. Next, remember, if we are talking about Madhya Pradesh, then recently, which is the name of the, or what is the name of the person in whose memory a commemorative coin and a stamp was released on the 500th birth anniversary? So remember, the name is Virangana Rani Durgavati, right? In the memory of the 500th birth anniversary recently, a commemorative coin and stamp was also released. Next is North America is the first Gandhi Museum open in Houston, Texas, USA. So question can be asked that where is North America's first Gandhi Museum open in Houston, Texas, USA. So in North America, where was the first Gandhi Museum open recently? It was in Houston, Texas, USA. Mark this. The Gandhi Museum, right? That is, and it has been named as the Gandhi Museum. It has been named as Eternal Gandhi Museum, Houston. Right? This is the name of the Gandhi Museum there. Correct? And it is North America's first Gandhi Museum, that is in Houston, Texas, USA. The ribbon cutting ceremony of the museum was held on 2nd October because on 2nd October it is the birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi ji, and this 2nd October is also observed as Gandhi Jayanti, right? And this day is also observed as Non-Violence Day. Correct? It was at the 154th birth anniversary of Gandhi, while the museum officially opened to the public in August, that was on 15th of August 2023. Dr. Rajmohan Gandhi, the grandson of Mahatma Gandhi, Isaac Newton's Ferris Jr., the nephew of Martin Luther King, and Consulate General of India, Houston D. Manjunath, were the special guests among the several at the event for this ribbon cutting ceremony that was held on 2nd of October. Correct? So this is North America's first Gandhi Museum, and this is the name that you need to remember, Eternal Gandhi Museum in Houston. Next, we are talking about Nobel Peace Prize, right? So Nobel Peace Prize for 2023 was awarded to 51-year-old Narges Mohammadi. Remember, very important, she is from Iran and she is fighting against the oppression of women in Iran, and she has been in jail, and she has been jailed for 10 years 9 months. Correct? And she is in jail right now, and she has been awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize. I repeat, Narges Mohammadi, she is of Iran, right? And she has been awarded with this Nobel Peace Prize for her fight against the oppression of women in Iran and her fight to promote human rights and freedom for all the people. She became second Iranian and women to win Nobel Peace Prize, right? Second Iranian women to win Nobel Peace Prize. Correct, as you can see her in the picture, and she is right now in jail. If we are talking about Iran, what is the capital of Iran? Tehran. Currency is Iranian Rial. Correct, and who is the president? Ebrahim Raisi is currently the president of Iran. So remember, Nobel Peace Prize, this was awarded to Nargis Mohammadi. And as the name suggests, Nobel Peace Prize, why this award is given? This is for promoting peace, reducing standing armies, right? Or basically we can say to foster fraternity between nations and to promote peace. Moving on. Next we are talking about appointments here. List of officials promoted recently, right? So if we look at them, so 12 chief managers and general managers as executive directors of various public sector banks. So here you can see Prime Minister Narendra Modi, correct? He chairs Asia Appointments Committee of the Cabinet, right? So ACC chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi has approved the appointment of 12 chief general managers and general managers as executive directors of various public sector banks. Here you can see Sanjay Rudra, who was previously serving as the general manager at the Bank of Maharashtra, has been designated as the executive director at the Union Bank of India. Vijay Kumar N. Kamble, another GM from Bank of Maharashtra, will assume the role of ED at the UCO Bank. Right. Similarly, Bhavendra Kumar, he was the chief general manager of Canara Bank, and he will be the new ED for Canara Bank only. Then Bibu Prasad Mahapatra, he was the chief general manager of Punjab National Bank, and now he will be the ED of Punjab and Punjab National Bank only. Then similarly, Ravi Mehra, general manager of Punjab and Sindh Bank, will be the new executive director of Punjab and Sindh Bank. Rajiv Mishra, chief general manager of Union Bank of India, will now be the executive director of Bank of India. Similarly, there are 12 individuals in the list in our websites, also on the PDF that we will be providing you, right? So go and revise and go and take all those 12 important ones, and there are two mentioned here, Sanjay Rudra ji and Vijay Kumar and Kamble ji. Correct. Next is RBI has constituted a 9-member panel on ECL framework. I repeat, RBI, Reserve Bank of India, they have constituted a 9-member expert working group that will be chaired by Professor R. Narayan Swamiji, correct? And this working group is to suggest the expected credit loss framework for provisioning by the banks. I repeat, here this ECL framework, ECL here stands for expected credit loss framework, correct? So this 9-member panel was set up for the expected credit loss framework, and it was set up by RBI, and it will be chaired by Professor R. Narayan Swamy. If we talk about it, this will recommend the factors that should be considered to determine the credit risk based on the guidance provided in the International Financial Reporting Standard 9 and principles laid out by the Basel Committee on Banking Supervision. This will suggest methodology to undertake external independent variations of the model, right? I repeat, this will suggest various methodologies to undertake the external independent validation of these models, right? And what is ECL here? Expected credit loss. It is a measure of the potential losses that a financial institution expects to incur on its loans and other financial assets over a lifetime. Correct. So for ECL framework only, a 9-member panel was set up by RBI that will be chaired by Professor R. Narayan Swamy. Correct. Next is Amazon. They have launched the first test satellites for the project Kuiper satellite system. I repeat, it is Amazon, correct? They have launched the first 2 prototype satellites of Kuiper satellite system. Those 2 are Kuiper Sat 1 and Kuiper Sat 2, correct? They were launched to low Earth orbit, that is at a height of 500 kilometers, right? As a part of their proto flight mission, right? They were launched to this LEO as a part of their proto flight mission, that is of project Kuiper, and they used Atlas 5 rocket for the same to be into the low Earth orbit. This was launched from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station, that is in Florida, USA. correct? And Project Kuiper satellite system, it is a network of satellites in low Earth orbit, correct? And the project aims to provide fast and affordable internet to more than 10 million users and underserved communities around the world. And this is similar to that of Starlink, that is of Elon Musk, and similar to that of OneWeb, that is also making their own constellation to provide internet in the remote area. And this OneWeb is of UK. This company is of UK, right? So Amazon, they have their project Kuiper satellite system. They launched two prototype, Kuipersat 1, Kuipersat 2. It was in low Earth orbit and they were under their proto flight mission. Next is KCP delivers integrated airdrop test. What is KCP? KCP is a Chennai based heavy engineering company, right? They have recently tested the first integrated airdrop test for the purpose of assessing technology readiness for the Gaganyaan spacecraft, right? I repeat, KCP, that is Chennai, Tamil Nadu based company, right? And they have recently tested the integrated airdrop test, and this test was tested for the readiness or to know the readiness of the various technologies for the Gaganyaan spacecraft, correct? Next is Aush Siti. Aush Siti has won bronze medal in the BWF World Junior Championship 2023. This was held from 25th of September till 8th of October, and this was in Spokane, USA, correct? I repeat, Aush Seti won bronze medal in the BWF World Junior Championship. It was from 25th September to 8th of October in Spokane in USA. And if I ask you who won the gold medal here, so it was won by Alvi Farhan, right? And he's of Indonesia. He won gold medal in this 23rd edition of the BWF World Junior Championship. Now the question can also be asked in this way, that Aush Seti, he won bronze medal in which edition of the BWF World Junior Championship 2023? So it was the 23rd edition of this BWF World Junior Championship that was held in Spokane, USA, correct? Next is your important days. World Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Day. This day is observed on 8th of October, and it is to recognize the importance of the chemical elements hydrogen and its role in the cleaner and more equitable future of energy, because we know we are talking about green hydrogen, right? Then we are seeing National Hydrogen Mission of India, and we know it is not just green hydrogen. We are seeing multiple types of hydrogen, that is your green hydrogen, blue hydrogen, red hydrogen, orange hydrogen. But only the green hydrogen is considered to be a clean fuel, because on its burning, water vapors and heat is produced and there is no residue of carbon as such, correct? Then the first World Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Day, it was observed on 8th of October in 2015 for the first time. Next is Air Force Day. When do we observe Air Force Day? On 8th of October, Air Force Day is observed, and in the year 2023, it was the 91st anniversary of the Air Force Day that was observed, correct? This day, Air Force Day, is also known as Bharatiya Vayu Sena Divas, correct? Next, who is the Chief of Air Staff? V.R. Chaudhary. Headquarters is in New Delhi. When was Indian Air Force established? It was in 1932. Next, World Post Day. On 9th of October, we observe World Post Day. Mark this, 9th of October, we observe World Post Day. And remember, it is to mark the anniversary of the establishment of the Universal Postal Union that was set up in 1874 in Bern, Switzerland. I repeat, World Post Day is observed on 9th of October, and it is to mark the anniversary of the establishment of Universal Postal Union that was set up in 1874 in Bern, Switzerland. The main aim here is to bring awareness about the day or about the role of the postal sector in everyday lives of the people and businesses, right? Because it provided importance or various importance to global social life, because now internet is there, we can see multiple social media platforms, but back in the days, post was considered to be one of the most important social and economic development source, right? Because if you want to connect with someone, you will be posting it, right? But now the internet has revolutionized everything, correct? Then there is a theme for this World Post Day that you need to remember: together for trust, collaborating for a safe and connected future. I repeat, together for trust, collaborating for a safe and connected future. So friends, these are your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. Swalamban, it is the seminar. It is a NIIO seminar held by Indian Navy. It was in New Delhi and this was the second edition that we saw. Then India and UAE, they signed MOU in 7 areas with emphasis on space technology, renewable energy and AI. ARIA and IIT Guwahati, they signed an MOU to set up Digital Twin Center for Emerging Automotive Systems. Ministry of Culture organized curtain raiser and logo launch event for IAADB. Highlight of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. Multiple projects were inaugurated there. Next, North America's first Gandhi Museum has opened in Houston. Second Iranian woman, that is Nargis Mohammadi, has recently been awarded with the Nobel Peace Prize in 2023 and as of now currently she is in jail. Next, ACC has appointed 12 executive directors for various public sector banks. RBI constituted a working group on ECL framework. Amazon has launched first test satellite for Project Kuiper system and have launched two pilot satellites in LEO Earth orbit. Then KCP delivers integrated airdrop test and it is a crew model structure to ISRO for Gaganyaan mission, right? So that it can be prepared for the same. Then Aush Siti has won bronze medal in the BWF World Junior Championship 2023. World Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Day, it is observed on 8th of October. Indian Air Force observed on 8th of October and World Post Day is also observed on 9th of October. So these are your important current affairs for the day. Now friends, let's move to some revision part. Moving on to Nobel Prize in Literature. Recently, John Olive Fosse, as you can see him in the picture, John Olive Fosse, he recently won the Nobel Prize in Literature. Correct? Important, take a note of it. And he is the 4th person from Norway who received this Nobel Prize in Literature. Earlier, remember the first Indian who received the Nobel Prize in Literature will be Rabindranath Tagore, right? He was an Indian poet, musician and painter who became the first Indian and first Asian to win Nobel Prize. He was awarded Nobel Prize in Literature. Correct? Mark this important. And here John Olive Fosse, he wrote Nyorsk, Nynorsk, Nyorsk, that is one of the official written versions of the Norwegian language, that is the other being Bokamal, right? So for his various works he received Nobel Prize in Literature in 2023 and he became the 4th person from Norway to receive this award. If I ask you here, what is the name of the Nobel Prize in mathematics? It is known as Abel Prize, right? There is no Nobel Prize in mathematics, but Abel Prize is known as the Nobel Prize for mathematics. Next, we are talking about Nobel Prize in chemistry, right? We yesterday saw Nobel Prize in physics and now we are seeing Nobel Prize in chemistry. So as you can see here, there are 3 individuals. They received recently Nobel Prize in chemistry and for the discovery and synthesis of quantum dots. Important, first of all, take a note of this, that for the discovery and synthesis of quantum dots, recently these individuals got Nobel Prize in chemistry. If we look at them, Alexei Akimov, right? Or we can go Alexei Akimov, he is of Russia, right? Alexei Akimov. Then we are talking about Louis E. Bruce. Louis E. Bruce, as you can see in the second position, he is Louis E. Bruce. He is of USA. He is of Russia. And Mongi Bawendi, right? As you can see on the first position, Mongi Bawendi, he is of France. So these 3 scientists recently together received Nobel Prize in Chemistry for 2023 and it was for the discovery and synthesis of quantum dots. This Nobel Prize is awarded by Royal Swedish Academy of Science, that is in Stockholm, Sweden. Correct? Mark this important. Then if we talk about yesterday, Pierre Agostini, Frank Cross and Anne Wheeler, they received Nobel Prize in physics, right? And if we discuss N.A. Wheeler, right? N.A. Wheeler, he is from France. Pierre Agostini, he is from France. And Frank Ross, he is from Hungary, and they received Nobel Prize in Physics. Supreme Court appointed a sign language interpreter to help hearing impaired lawyers. Direct news, friends. Remember, recently Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud, he has announced that the Supreme Court of India has allowed the appointment of sign language interpreters for all the lawyers with hearing impaired, right? Because of that, they will not be able to continue with their practice. So in order to help them and in order to help their future, because they will be able to easily practice with these interpreters, correct? And we know sign languages, there are Asian American sign language, then there is your British sign language. Moving on, and here only two cases, remember friends. One is of your Sarah Sunny, right? And Sarah Sunny was basically, remember, earlier filed a application before the Supreme Court registry requesting the court appointment of the Indian Sign Language, correct? And this will be helping Sarah Sunny in order to assist during the cases. And she became the second person to file such a request. The first deaf advocate was Saudamini Pathe of Mumbai, who requested a Indian Sign Language interpreter. Next is ICCR and SPPU partnered to launch UTIKS. What is this UTIKS? UTIKS stands for your Universalization of Traditional Indian Knowledge System. This is an online platform that was launched in order to promote Indian culture worldwide. I repeat, ICCR and SPPU, they launched an online portal to promote Indian culture worldwide, and the portal launched here was UTIKS. UTIKS stands for Universalization of Traditional Indian Knowledge System, where this was launched at Manipal Academy of Higher Education. And this Manipal Academy, where is it located? In Manipal, Karnataka, right? This portal was soft launched by Dr. Vinay Shastra Buddhe, the president of ICCR, correct? And this UTIKS, this is an initiative of ICCR, and the mission here is to introduce Indian culture to the worldwide audience, correct? As I said, this portal UTIKS aims to spread knowledge and authentic information about the Indian culture to those new to Indian culture, and it will restore India's culture dignity and aims to showcase India's rich knowledge culture to the world. Here you will be seeing multiple videos, contents, audio contents, images, interviews and demonstrations on this particular portal, that is a website. Next is India's fiscal deficit has risen to 6.42 trillion rupees, that is 36% for fiscal year 24, right? So I repeat, if India's fiscal deficit has risen to $6.42 trillion, that is 36% of the fiscal year 24 target. According to CGA, that is Controller General of Account, India's fiscal deficit for the tenure from April to August for the financial year 24 is at 6.42 trillion rupees, right? And this is 36% of the full target of fiscal year, or that is full deficit of the target deficit of India to be 17.87 trillion rupees, right? This is the target of India for fiscal year 24, and we have reached 36% of it, that is 6.42 trillion rupees, correct? Then if we look at some of the data analytics, here the capital expenditure is 3.74 trillion rupees, total receipts of 10.29 trillion, corporate tax collection surged by 15% to 2.39 trillion rupees, total expenditure is 16.72 trillion rupees, net tax revenue collected 2.2 trillion rupees, and the dividend received by RBI, or the dividend RBI approved a dividend transfer of how much to the government of 874.2 billion rupees. So this was the amount transferred by RBI to the government of India. So this is the data that you need to remember. Next is our homework section. First, ISRO's flight test vehicle abort mission 1
is a crucial test for which mission? Second, which country recently launched Operation Iron Swords? Third, which is the second state after Bihar to conduct a caste survey? So these are your 3 homework questions, friends, and I want to see maximum participation from you in the comment section for these homework questions, and maximum to maximum students should answer these homework questions. After this, friends, if you find the session interesting, and do like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Doing this will motivate me to make better content for you in the long run. So that's all for the day. Thank you and have a nice day.
That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session, and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at Affairscloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is Affairscloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com, and I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.